Let me show you how the accessories all fit into the accessory box. Now I've already got ahead and put them in, and don't forget to swing out the little feet on the back side, so then that way if you kind of bump it, it doesn't just fall over. And as you notice, there is a couple different ways to organize this. So for example, you can purchase more bobbin holders and slide out these foot holders that aren't filled up yet, and actually put in more of what you need. So if you have more feet, then, well, obviously, you leave these in. But if you would prefer to have more bobbin holders, arrange this for the way you like to sew. And that's one thing I love about Bernina is they always give us a variety of options. You're going to notice that when we get to the machine, there's always more than one way to do something, and being able to set it for the way you like it to be. So up here we do have feet that don't have the little code on them. I'll talk about that. Those will be for feet that are 9 millimeters wide, and then that way the machine knows when that foot is put on to allow you to actually stitch that wide. Where your overlock foot, for example, 2A, is not meant to be stitched super wide. It is meant to be stitched narrower, and so that doesn't have the little code at the top. Your foot number 4 is a zipper foot, allowing you to easily go from left to right, whichever side of the needle zipper you're working on. The blind hem foot is number 5. That is included, and we'll show you some other uses of this for not what it was intended for, but a great option nonetheless. Your bobbins are the rotary hook style bobbins. They are different than possibly other Berninas that you've had. And your buttonhole foot 3A actually also has its own little slot. You see how that fits right into there. These little slots here are actually for needles. So right now the included pack of needles that came with the machine, I just slid in here, but you can put in even more and just kind of tilt them, and then they just go right on into the little slots. All right, so again, customize the top the way you want. And then there's 2 drawers. So we have, I usually keep all my spool caps in the top drawer here, and that will keep everybody separated. And then for accessories, in the bottom drawer, you can easily keep your oil. So you do want to oil about every 2 to 3 bobbins on this machine, so keeping this nice and handy is ideal. So look for our cleaning and maintenance video on exactly where you should oil and why you need to oil as often, as I said. You have a small screwdriver. You have a seam guide. Again, videos on all of this. We do have a Torx screwdriver that actually can unscrew. There's a screw on this side, and I'll show you how you can actually get in there. If you ever get threads caught in the take-up lever, you can take this end off, and that is how you do it. And Bernina seam ripper, I'm going to just tell you one thing about the Bernina seam ripper. This seam ripper and I have been very good friends since I've been very young. But one thing about this, it is so sharp. Most people don't realize how good of a seam ripper this is until they realize, oh, so if you don't already have one, go ahead and get maybe a few extras because they are a lifesaver, because who wants to actually take things out? But if it's a lot easier, it makes it okay to do. Cleaning brush, I'll show you how to clean the machine. And then this always hides. See how it's white? But this is a height compensation tool for getting up and over really thick seams. So we'll show that in our jeans hem video of how to actually use that. So I'm going to just slide everything back in. As you can see, it's very easy to keep by your work area. If there's not a lot of room on your sewing table, you can easily just lay it in a drawer and then pull out the items as you need. So if I needed to, I can close this, spin the legs in, and then just lay it in a drawer because it is pretty thin there. So the next thing I want to do is actually kind of get into how to thread this machine, how to do all the bobbins, and the cool trick about the foot control and its little cord back here. So let's get started. I can't wait to show you how fabulous the Bernina 560 sewing and embroidery machine is.